Harry, who looked right back at him, trying to discern the expression of the eyes behind the half-moon spectacles. "Did you put your name in the Goblet of Fire, Harry?" he asked calmly. "No," said Harry. It was very
weird. Are you actually reading?
I'm just trying to remember. Okay, for anyone home, before we even get started into this episode, for anyone home who has no idea what the fuck we're talking about, in Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, there is a scene where Dumbledore is supposed to come in, and he's supposed to be like the only person in the room who has Harry's like back, right?
Right.
But then in the movie, he comes rushing into the room like the devil is behind him.
Over, doesn't he?
No, he pushes him up. Yeah, he pushes him up against a wall. Harry Potter!
Jesus Christ! Did you put your name in the Goblet of Fire?
It's so, so bizarre. All right.
So not Dumbledore.
That's right.
Whatever.
Yeah.
We're not here to talk about.
Yeah.
That was a while ago, so who even knows?
Victoria speaks quickly, though her voice is low and gentle, like she's trying to get into my skull. I swallowed dryly.
I guess so. But at the same time, I can't help but feel a little bad. You know?
Victoria purses her lips at me. I feel like Victoria purses her lips like a lot.
Yeah, that's like their favorite way to describe Victoria's lips.
Yeah, purse. Sliding her hand down my arm.
Oh my god, hold my hand. Apparently not by much, though I understand what you're trying to get at. Your insistence on being so kind is fucking nauseating, Max. Well, have you ever considered that your insistence on being mean is, too?
Victoria slaps me in the face.
Game over.
I tease, but there's something deeply serious about it. Victoria watches me and then snaps her jaw shut like she's got nothing to say. For a second...
Like an alligator. Maybe we both have things to learn. You think? Maybe, but right now I'd rather focus on this.
Victoria changes the subject so quickly, I can't even be sure what she said. Not that it matters, not when I already know about it. I smile, scratching the back of my neck.
You're right, but I was thinking...
Victoria groans, melodramatic as ever, pursing her lips, wrinkling her nose at me.
I mean, look at her. Her lips are pursed. Something you've been doing too much of today, apparently. Quit it. I'm being serious.
Mostly, as it sounds like something dragged across my microphone. My stomach growls dangerously, and Victoria freezes for a second. She catches my gaze, and I blush a little.
Oh, are you?
She quips sarcastically, and I offer her a sheepish grin.
We might work better on a full stomach. Oh yes, eating date, let's do it. God, you're a mess.
Their words come out in a little sigh.
Huh.
What?
That wouldn't even be the right there.
Yeah, and
Okay.
It would be... And I think they almost sound fonder than they should be. Without any more complaining, she waves her hand at me.
Your choice, Max.
Friday. Oh. As we got something to eat.
We just skipped today.
That's right. I ended up being able to convince Victoria to loosen up a bit and check out the shops with me. I thought it'd be better off that way, since we obviously weren't going to find anything before. And in a sense, it did. We spent so much time window shopping and browsing that before we knew it, the sun is high in the sky, and the wooden planks are filled with pedestrians.
Yes.
At least, as much as it will be. Plus, to all of this and that, Victoria seems a lot more at ease now. Victoria's walking up ahead of me, and I've got my camera in my hands. It usually feels heavier when I'm burdened by the thought of an assignment, but right now it feels light. I carry my $500 camera very loosely around my wrist.
Could fall at any moment, like that guy in, Spider-Man?
Yeah, Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I'm not really focused on anything in particular as I look through my viewfinder. I'm just not imagining photos that could be testing the lighting. Wait, I'm just imagining photos that could be testing the lighting. There we go. And then Victoria rolls around to face me, mouth open, hand on her hip.
Where exactly do you want to go next?
And my finger presses down on the shutter. The reaction is so instinctive, so immediate that I didn't realize I'd taken a picture until I'm faced with Victoria's wide eyes through my viewfinder.
Kodak moment. Did you just...
Lowering my camera, I bite my lip and take the photo from my camera, waving it at once, twice. When I check it, I grin at the shot. Victoria, mid-speech, standing amongst a few pedestrians and of Arcadia Bay. What I love the most is the fluidity of the shot.
Aww. Cool.
Yeah. Maybe it's Maybelline.
Maybe she's born with it.
Oh, Victoria's perfect posture against a stream of people.
You look good.
Victoria straightens, pulling out her camera with ease. She rolls her eyes. See, I know you meant like they're gonna like take photos of each other. I thought she was gonna use it like a mace.
Whack her with it.
Yeah. Take this, $500. She rolls her eyes at my expression, probably, and then points it right at me. I hardly had any time to adjust, standing with the photo and my camera.
Smile, Caulfield.
I already am. At Blackwell, me and Victoria wind up sitting on the freshly cut grass of the courtyard, going through all the photographs.
There's no way Victoria would sit on freshly cut grass. You would totally get grass stains.
All over, yeah.
Yeah.
My Polaroid photos are spread on the grass in front of our legs, little squares against the green lawn in contrast. Victoria just has her camera on her lap, open to the camera roll. I press up real close against her side to peer over her shoulder. In retrospect, this feels a lot more intimate than it should. Maybe not us sitting like this, but just being here with Victoria in the first place. I'm used to just seeing the Vortex Club obnoxiously taking up this space whenever we're out in class, during the mornings or out at lunch, all huddled up laughing at whatever. Of course, Victoria's included in that too. Now, instead of her sitting here with them, it's with me.
Hello, Max. Are you even listening? Yeah,
Victoria squints at me suspiciously, pulling her finger back from where she'd been prodding at one of my photographs. When I check, it's nothing special, just a general landscape shot of the boardwalk itself.
Okay, not convincing. What did I just say? How much you like that one?
I tease, and Victoria laughs in disbelief.
You wish. Oof, so you're saying you don't?
Victoria hums instead, giving me a real solid response, and I roll my eyes at her.
Okay, so maybe I wasn't paying attention, but I so am right now. Sure you are, only because I had to jerk you back into reality.
Oh, there goes gravity. Don't laugh. It's not worth it. She's
okay.
She knocks my arm with hers, and I huff softly, mock offended. A pout makes its way onto my lips.
I am. Mm-hmm.
After the shoot, Victoria had seemed a lot more relaxed. Or, I guess the atmosphere is just more relaxed in general. I'm definitely not as tense as before either. Maybe it's the fact that all we have left to do is choose between our photos. I seriously thought it'd be a lot more stressful. It's not. At least Victoria doesn't make it stressful. Stress-free or not, I rub my eyes and I try to focus. We have to pick something for our submission. And now Victoria's staring right at me again, real serious. With how close we are now, all I can do is manage a sheepish smile.
Is our project due tomorrow?
Maybe?
I feel like we haven't really done anything for the project. We've just flirted, which is fine.
I think it's Friday.
Okay, probably. under the week kind of thing. I don't know. Okay, what is it? Oh, I said that in Victoria's face. I want to know, just for reference, which one is your favorite? Oh god, do we have to pick?
Oh my god. Of course we do. I'm looking at the question. Not really sure I've heard it right. Victoria puts her camera down between our knees.
My favorite? Like, which one I think looks the best? Not exactly, though that is important. I mean, personal preference.
It's not really that hard of a question to answer. Not at all. I already know exactly which photo comes to mind. It's just a little embarrassing to admit. I lean back on my hands as I draw a long breath of air and prepare myself for the inevitable post-answer explanation.
Well, it's actually...
It takes me a moment to lean forward again, just so I can tap my finger against the one showcasing Victoria. Where she turned to me, ready to speak and highlighted by the pedestrians behind her.
That one?
There is the hesitant pause in her breath, and I rest my palm against my jeans, rubbing my hands down them.
Yeah, definitely. What about yours?
I counter before she can grill me about my choice. Not sure that I can handle that just yet. Victoria strains her shoulders, tensing up. I can feel it right against my side. She heaves a huge sigh, and just from that I can tell she's not particularly confident about any of them.
Out of mine, fucking none.
There's a note of irritation to her voice, backed with just the slightest disappointment. I frown, peering back down at her digital camera.
None? No way, they're so good.
She pauses and hesitates.
I know they're good, but they're not amazing or anything. I don't see anything special in them. Nothing particularly remarkable.
Just then, she deflates a little. She sags down slightly, grimacing at her camera and turning her head away from me.
Victoria?
I love this. This song feels like it's gonna transition into Spanish guitar at any moment.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's whatever. I was thinking... I want you to submit yours instead.
My heart races up in my chest at the words, and I sit up straighter.
What?
Victoria glances at me, swallowing dryly and running her fingers through her bangs. I watch the action, watch the apprehension flash over her face.
What, Max? Are you, like, milking this for all it's worth?
Defensive as ever, I shake my head quickly. Defensive as ever, I shake my head quickly. There we go.
I said you should submit yours. Sorry, I'm just surprised. Oh, and why is that? We've talked about this.
There's this curiosity in her tone, but it's laced with something miffed, something wary. She curls her fingers up in her cashmere sweater. I don't know why that took so long to say that phrase, and I bite the inside of my cheek. She's nervous, I think. Though your photos look amazing too, thought we'd look over them longer.
We could go with a compliment.
But she just said.
Yeah, she just said she doesn't like to repeat herself. But the thought we'd look over them longer, like we get to be next to each other longer and
Yeah, I like that one.
It's cute, like I don't know, that sounds cute.
Yeah.
Max doesn't look happy though, so now I'm regretting it.
I immediately regret.
God damn it. I don't know, I just thought we'd look over them longer. It feels a little rushed to be picking it now.
Victoria doesn't look amused at all.
But rushed? It's not. I'm just calling it as I see it, and as I see it...
Victoria bumps my shoulder with hers, and I have to press my hand back against the grass to keep my balance.
Yours is the superior option. Jeez, if you say it like that, you're going to make me blush.
I think we did pick the right one.
Okay, good. You're such a dork. You did a good job, and I'm just pointing it out. So, are you going to submit it or not?
Victoria demands curtly, and I see her bend her leg slightly, digging her heel into the grass. She seems really intent on making sure this happens. I almost feel breathless at the trust she's giving me.
Okay. If you really think I should, then I will.
I agree quietly, and that's when I feel it. The way Victoria loosens up, muscles almost melting against me at my affirmation of her demand. I gently bump her shoulder with mine, letting her know that I'm here. I wouldn't say no.
Good. If we don't win, I'm skinning you alive.
A laugh bubbles out of my throat and Victoria joins me.
Wow, okay. Aggressive much? Only a little. Do you think I'm joking?
Rolling my eyes, I reach over to take the photo in my hands, running my thumbs over it. The sun feels warm, the grass is soft, and Victoria is a better heater than her ice-cold demeanor would usually suggest. I let myself sink against her side. She doesn't move away from me, not even 1 inch. All she does is hum.
I don't know, Victoria. I think you're warming up to me.
It's quiet for a few beats, and I wonder about the lack of a response, or another thinly veiled insult or snapped remark.
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
She finally counters, challenging me. When I respond, I don't even have to think about it.
Maybe I would.
Just then, Dumbledore walks in, calmly. Max, who looked right back at him, trying to discern the expression in his eyes behind the half-moon spectacles. Did you put your name in the Goblet of Fire, Max? He asked calmly. He then rushed down and pushed me against the wall. Did you put your name in the Goblet of Fire?
Did you put your name in the Goblet of Fire? Oh my god.
Oh, next time. Oh, okay. Like, comment, and subscribe, and all that stuff. Oh my god.
Sweet.
So bad. That seems so bad.
I know, right?